Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? Hey, it's Tuesday. Hey, it's Tuesday afternoon, evening, wherever that at in your part of the world. But a lot of us have made that work day. And know it's time for a liquor store run, man. So y'all come on in, get your hen, your gin, whatever it takes to make you sin. And we're gonna get drunk on the Dallas Cowboy content together, man. So I appreciate everybody for tapping in and showing love to the channel. Oh, everybody on their way into the liquor store, man. I need y'all to work your hands a little bit, man. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that share button. I need you to slap a couple of Eagles fans. And remember, if you slap the shit out of an Eagles fan, you will receive half off all the items in the liquor store. Hey, Regina Green, I see you. NFZ, I see you. Stephen Harrison, what's good with y'all, man? Thank y'all for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, man. So over it, I see you. Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. I appreciate the love and the support. Everybody, matter of fact, make sure y'all share it to a couple spots, man. Let everybody know the liquor store is open for business. Also, we're still running our raffle. It's $5 to enter. If you send $5 to $Hennythemoor, you will receive an entry to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey of the winner's choice. So we're actually are still waiting to get in contact with S.A. Richburg. So we do not hear from him in a couple of days. We're just gonna draw another name for the other Cowboy jersey. You know, like I hate that he has not contacted me or anything like that. But you know, like there's other people that donated. You know, it wouldn't be fair just for that to sit in limbo. So if S.A. Richburg did not contact me soon, I'm just gonna draw a different name for his jersey, and there's still another raffle going on for the one on the 31st. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all support the content, support the channel, support the raffles, and we're finna go ahead and jump into the content, man. Hey, Emmanuel Thomas, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, my guy. So yeah, man. So we all seen the Dallas Cowboys schedule. We all know how I feel about that. I feel like the Dallas Cowboys will win, and 12-5 is the floor for me. I feel the Dallas Cowboys will win at least 12 games with the way that our schedule is set up. We might win about 14. But, you know, just because of that, right, how I feel about our schedule, I wanted to do a way too early look at the rest of the NFC schedule, right? Because according to one thing that I read, right, if you look at this graphic right here, the Philadelphia Eagles have the toughest schedule in the NFL this year. The New York Giants have the third. The Cowboys have the fourth. And then down here, it look like Washington is also top 10 in terms of strength of schedule. Now, I don't know, you know, how realistic this is. Hey, shout out to Marquetta for the $5 donation. They got you another entry into the Dallas Cowboy raffle. So I appreciate you for the love and the support. And if y'all want to be like Marquetta and improve your odds of winning a Dallas Cowboy jersey, all you got to do is hit the Cash App. It's $Hennythemoor. And all you got to do is send $5. That will get you an entry for the raffle. Raymond Salas, what's up with you? Cortavius Williams, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channel. I appreciate you. Tyler 2, what's up with you, man? Yeah, we got one of the toughest schedules in the NFL, man. Raymond Salas, what's up, man? More from liquor store. I slap a fist. Yeah, man. Forget Philadelphia, man. So let's take a look at these schedules, though, man. Like at face value, you know, they say that they got a tough road. Say that we got a tough road, but you know, let's see how tough these schedules actually are. Hey, shout out to Tyler Sloan for the $5 donation, man. They got you another entry into the raffle for the Dallas Cowboy jersey. So I appreciate you for tapping in and showing love to the channel, man. If y'all want to be like Tyler and get you a chance to win a Dallas Cowboy jersey, you know, just hit the Cash App. It's $Hennythemoor, and I appreciate y'all. So this right here is the Giants schedule, right? This is the New York Giants schedule. Again, referring back to the last graphic. I'm just going to bring it back up. They supposedly have the third toughest schedule in the NFL. So let's take a look and see, you know, how tough it actually is. So they do start with a doozy, right? We believe week 1, we will beat the hell out of the New York Giants, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The New York Giants have not beaten Dak Prescott since 2016. Dak Prescott is currently 10-2 or 9-2 against that team. So like we feel whether it's in New York or in Dallas, we will win that game. And remember, they did not, sign any big veteran players. They did bring back Dexter Lawrence, but I feel like the Dallas Cowboys match up very well against the New York Giants, and I do expect them to win their first matchup with them. Hey, what's up with you, JC Cowboys Network? Thank you for tapping in. Jose, I agree too, Jose Banks. I do think we will sweep the New York Giants. Like, matter of fact, let me put that up there. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and put that up there. I do believe, and everybody shows some love to my brother JC for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, man. He always be coming in showing love, so he make great content, man. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and support his channel as well, man. Yo, Freight Train, what's up with you, man? Yeah, we're gonna sweep the Giants. I'm not too much concerned about that. Overall, I think we're a much better team. So that's week 1. So week 1, we play the Giants. I believe we'll beat the Giants, right? So the Giants should start their season 0-1. The next matchup, though, the Giants will be playing the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are not expected to have Kyler Murray. So, that should be a game that they should win. Even though I think we're a better team than the Giants, I'm not going to sleep on the fact that they were a playoff team and that they did win a playoff game last year. So I do expect them, to beat the Cardinals, but I do not expect them to beat the San Francisco 49ers the following week. So the Giants right now, right? I don't think that their offensive line stacks up well against their defensive line. I think that regardless who the quarterback is, because I don't think that that Purdy's going to play. I'm pretty sure that Purdy will not be activated for that game. He had Tommy John surgery, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah. Even with that said, I think Sam Darnold is going to be good enough to help them get over the Giants. I think that defense is too much for them. So I do think the Giants start the season 1-2. So we're 3 games in. I see 1 win for the Giants so far. Hey, all love. Hey, Freight Train, thank you for tapping in and showing love to the channels, man. All right, now this next one, week 4, is a toss-up. I am not too sure about the validity of the Seattle Seahawks. I think they are a pretty damn good team. They are a playoff team themselves, though. But they did add a very good wide receiver in JSN. So they are not a slouch. So that's a toss-up right there. But since I am a Dallas Cowboys fan, I'm hoping that Seattle beats them. So I can see the Giants starting 1-3. So we got 1 win and 3 losses for the Giants so far. Does not get much better in terms of the next 2 games. So they go on the road to Miami and they go on the road to Buffalo. Both of those teams are superior to the Giants, in my opinion. So it is very realistic, outside of injury, right? Because Tua has an injury history. He might not play. He might have caught a concussion or something in between there and then. But with the personnel they have, I don't expect them to go to Miami and win. I don't expect them to go to Buffalo and win. Because I think the Josh Allen is a better quarterback, of course. They have a pretty good defensive front. So I think that they're at a disadvantage against both Miami and the Buffalo Bills. I don't expect them to win any of those games. So now I have the Giants losing 5. I have the Giants losing 5 of their first 6 games. Really, like the best I think the Giants can start off is 2-4. I can see them beating the Cardinals without a quarterback. And, I can see them possibly beating the Seattle Seahawks. I do not see them beating the Dallas Cowboys. I do not see them beating the 49ers. I do not see them going to Miami and winning. I do not see them going to Buffalo and winning. Now, so far, like I said, I see them starting 1-5 or 2-4. Am I being too hard? Just put that in the comment box. Because I don't think that they're better than the Cowboys. I got them losing to every team I don't think they're better than. So, I don't think they're better than the Cowboys. I don't think they're better than the 49ers. I don't think they're better than the Dolphins. I don't think they're better than the Bills. Right? That's fair to say. So 1-5, 2-4, right? That's how I feel about them. So I'm being fair. I'm not just saying they're losing to everybody and their mama. Like they have a very tough schedule to start out. They have a very tough schedule. I can see them getting on track against the Washington Redskins, Commanders, no names. Condoms. I don't know what their names is no more. They changed their name 45 times. I don't know. Right? I don't know. So whatever their name is, I don't think they're going to beat. I think that they'll beat that team. Because regardless of that, I think Daniel Jones is a better quarterback than Sam Howell right now. I think that they have improved their offensive personnel. I do think their defense is a strong suit that can give Washington a problem, and this is a home game. So I do think that they can mess around and they can actually beat Washington. So, that's 2-5 right there. 2-5 or 3-4, depending on which way you want to go. If you give them the Seattle game, that's one. And if you don't think that'll be Seattle, that's a different story. Now it's the Jets. Even though it's going to be a home game, they play in the same damn stadium. So this can be a home game for the Giants or the Jets, depending on whoever rolling that year, right? Double R, what's up with you? Thank you for tapping in. Brian Kite, I see you, my guy. So I don't think they're better than the Jets, right? I think we'll beat the Jets because of when we play them. But that's going to be 8 games into the season. Half a season be gone by the time that they play the Jets. I think the Jets will have it figured out by then. So I think the Jets will beat them. Right. So right now I got them at 6 losses. I got them at 6 losses, 2 wins, 6 losses through 8 games. I think that they'll beat the Raiders. I think they'll lose to Dallas Cowboys. And then it's a toss-up when it comes down to Washington. So let's go through this. Have a loss against the Cowboys, a win against the Cardinals, loss against the 49ers. I really got a loss against the Seahawks, a loss against the Dolphins, a loss against the Bills. A win against the Commanders, a loss against the Jets, a win against the Raiders, a loss against the Cowboys, and I think they'll split with Washington. So a loss against Washington, because that's going to be a road game. So they're not. Hey, listen, and I'm trying to be very fair. Like, I'm trying to give them wins, but there's not a lot of teams on this list right here that I think that they're actually better than. Like, they really have one of the tougher schedules, given who they are and who they have to play and where they got to play them. Like, they are on the road against a lot of these good teams. So now we move forward to the Patriots. That's a toss-up. I don't know how well the Patriots are going to be this year. I think, there might be a team to give them issues. Bill Belichick always coaches up a top 10 defensive unit. In terms of scoring points, I think they'll have close to a top 10 rushing defense as well. So, the thing that the Giants got away with, they like running Daniel Jones. They leaned on Saquon Barkley. So, I think that in that area, they will struggle trying to run against the Patriots. So you could say there'll probably be a loss there. Then they got to bye. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 games in, and I didn't count that many wins. I can definitely see them beating the Cardinals, because it's easier to see the games I think they'll win, because there's not that many. I can see them beating the Cardinals. I can see them beating Washington. I can see them beating the Raiders. So I got them at 3-9 right now, going into the bye. They could possibly beat Green Bay. They could possibly beat the Saints. Double R says Giants are going 11-6. I don't see 11 wins. Like, listen, we're going through these teams. Like, let's be realistic about the Giants. Like, again, I'm trying to give them some props that they were a playoff team last year. But I don't think they'll beat us. I don't think that they'll beat the 49ers. Even though it's a toss-up, I don't think that they'll beat the Seahawks. Miami on the road will be a hard game if Tua is healthy, because they got a great receiving core. Buffalo Bills on the road will be a hard matchup. Playing the Jets, is going to be a hard matchup, because I think they have the Jets have a better quarterback. I think the Jets have a slightly better defense. I think the Jets have better offensive weapons. So, I don't see a lot of I don't see double-digit wins for the Giants. Exactly. Then, like Stevenson pointed out, man, like what if Saquon holds out? Because Saquon ain't happy with his contract, or Saquon Barkley hasn't finished the season in a very long time. Like last year was an outlier. Saquon Barkley has continuously been injured. So what if he holds out, or if he, God forbid, I never wish injury on anybody, right? It's a contact sport, but I wish injury on nobody at all. So with that said, if Saquon Barkley is not present to play, where it be from a holdout or injury, you cannot really count on, Daniel Jones to go out there and get it done consistently. So, listen, it's hard for me to see them winning a lot of games with Saquon. It's hard for me to see them winning a lot of games with Saquon. He said if he holds out 8-9, hey, I got them at 9 wins through 12 games. I mean, I got them with 9 losses through 12 games. You know what I'm saying? And listen, maybe like the Dolphins and the Bills take a step back this year or something. Who knows? But right now, I think I'm just looking at who the better team is, right? Because I haven't went into depth with this, right? I didn't break down like how the defense matches up against the guys' offensive lines. I haven't matched up these schemes. I haven't matched up like what they were in terms of scoring defenses or passing defenses or rushing defenses the season prior. So, this is just face value. I think this team is better, so I think this team will win. I feel the Dallas Cowboys are better. I feel the 49ers are better. I feel the Seahawks are better. The Dolphins, the Bills, the Jets, of course, the Cowboys again. And then, we got to toss up with the Patriots because I don't know, what their situation is. So I don't see a lot of wins for them. I definitely think that I don't think they'll get a single win against the Philadelphia Eagles. Right? I hate to say that because I will hope for them to at least split with the Eagles. But, I don't really see, them getting a win against the Eagles. I think from top to bottom, the Eagles are a better team than the Giants. I think they got a better quarterback, a better defense, better offensive weapons. So I don't see them beating the Eagles. And then, if the Rams get their shit together, that's going to be a tough game. So, Matthew Stafford did not play his best football last year, but, Cooper Kupp should be healthy. They drafted some guys. They still got a lot of that Super Bowl defense holding together. So it might be a tough matchup. So listen, I really think the Giants have a tougher schedule than we do. I think they have a tougher schedule than we do because I think we're actually a really, really good team. And I think the Giants, are a little strapped personnel wise. Maybe Hyatt gets in there and he could be a instant number one for them to give them some a dynamic playmaker. Maybe some of these guys develop, maybe Daniel Jones takes another step in his development as a playmaker. You never know. But right now, it's hard for me to see them winning a lot of games. It's hard. I'll give you Green Bay. I'll give you the Saints. Like, let's play devil advocate. Like some of the games that it could be a toss-up. Let's give them some of these games that could be a toss-up, right? Let's give them the Cardinals. Let's give them the Seahawks, even though I don't think that they'll beat the Seahawks. No, let's give them one of the Washington games. Let's give them the Raiders. Let's give them the Packers. Let's give them the Saints. And then let's give them the Rams. That's only 7 wins. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of winning going on this season. I said division games are always close, tough games. Well, for the most part, that's true. And while they're always usually close, usually the better team usually wins divisional games. Like they're tough, but there's a reason that Dak Prescott is 27-7 against the NFC East. Because we usually have a better team. He's usually the better quarterback, so we usually get the win. You know what I mean? So I see about 7 to 8 wins for the New York Giants. So let's give them the games that are possible toss-ups. Let's give them all the toss-up games. Because I'll give them the Cardinals. I'll give them the Seahawks. So that's 2. I'll give them one of the Washington games, one at home. That's 3. I'll give them the Raiders, which is 4. I'll give them the Packers, which is 5. I'll give them the Saints, which is 6. I'll give them the Rams, which is 7. Hell, let's even throw in the Patriots. Let's give them 8. Right, so that's 8 wins. I don't think they'll beat. I don't think they'll beat the Eagles or the Cowboys. I think they'll split with Washington, and then I don't think that they're better than Miami, Buffalo, or the Jets. So I got at most the Giants winning 8 wins. I got the most the Giants doing is 8 wins. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Their fans are not as annoying as the shit-eating Eagles, right? But, I'm just being realistic. Like, the teams that I feel are head and shoulders better than them, I'm giving them L's against them. Upsets happen in the NFL all the time. Upsets do happen. I do not see them, winning more than 8 games, though. Right, we do rule the East. And because there has not been a repeat winner in the NFC East in the last 20 years, I don't think the Eagles are going to win the division. I think it has to be out of Dallas, Washington, and the Commanders, because history says so. So one of those teams will win it. I think the Cowboys will win, but So now that we got that out the way, how do y'all feel? Do y'all think I was too hard? Do y'all think I was fair? What are y'all predictions for the Giants? I got them winning 8 games at the most. Just based on who they play, where they play them, I got them winning 8 games at the most. And that's even with me just giving them some of the toss-up teams. So what you think? Brian Kite, what you think? Joe, what you think? Double R already said how he felt. He feels like they'll win 11 games. I don't see how they get 11 wins. But we'll see. Like I said, upsets happen. So if they get a couple of upsets, they can get to 11 wins. I got them at 8. They would have to upset some teams like the 49ers. They would have to upset a team like Miami, the Bills. Us, which I do not want to happen. That better not happen. So I got them at 8 wins. Yeah, maybe 8 wins. 7 to 8 wins is, and that's just being realistic. Like, they're a good team, but are they that good to go up there and beat these other teams? Yeah, 9 to 8. Yeah, I feel like I was fair. Like, I feel like 7 to 8 wins. Freight Train said 9 and 8 at best. Yeah, and that's with only one upset. There'll be one upset because I think, if I give them all the toss-up games and all the games where they're right out better than somebody, that's about 8 wins. So one upset will get you to 9 and 8. Yeah, so they can win 9 games at the most. Like I said, because upsets do happen. So moving along, let's talk about a team that I feel is super sorry. But let's talk about the Commanders. So the Commanders are a very interesting team because offensively they have a couple of guys. They got Terry McLaurin. They went and got Dotson last year, who was a pretty decent wide receiver for them. I like their running backs. What they do not have, and they got a great defensive line. They spend a lot of draft capital in their defensive line. So I don't think that they're a bad personnel team, but I don't think they're great. They got a great offensive system. I don't think that they got great coaching. Say what you want about Riverboat Run, he has not been a winning coach in quite some time. And there's a lot of questions around that quarterback position. But they do not have near as tough of a schedule as we do, the Eagles or the Giants. So they start off with 2 winnable games. The Cardinals will not have, as I said it before, they will not have Kyler Murray. So hey, look, we're gonna go through here and see. Bruce got the toxic juice. We're gonna go through here and take a look, because you about right. Most of these teams with who they play and when they play them, it's gonna be rough on them. So they start, with the Cardinals. They should win that game. If they do not beat the Cardinals, my God, Now, this is going to be a bit of a toss-up because I'm not going to sleep on the Broncos. They were horrible last year, but they got weapons. You know, Russell Wilson should be hopefully be better this year. You know, they got weapons like Cortland Sutton. They still got Jerry Jeudy. You know, they still got Hamler. You know, they signed Marvin Mims, who I was really high on. You know, they drafted him out of Oklahoma. So, like, they got some offensive firepower. And, you know, they got a quarterback who hasn't played like it recently, but he was at one point an elite quarterback. He hasn't been an elite quarterback in several seasons, but, you know, they have a pretty good quarterback. So this might be a tougher game than people realize. So, you know, they might split those games. So let's say they start 1-1. Let's say they start 1-1. Because I will trust out. Listen, I know it's easy to shit on Russell Wilson. I know he hasn't been good, but I will trust him over Sam Howell. So I'll say they split their first two games. I got them at 1-1. Then they play the Bills, the Eagles, and the Bears. I think they lose to the Bills. They lose to the Eagles. They beat the Bears. So after their first 5 games, let's say they're 2-3. Right? They're 2-3 so far. Let's give them the game against the Falcons. That would move them to 3-3 over their first 6 games, which is still respectable. Then they play the Giants. I said the Giants would win this game because this is going to be a road game. So I think that they lose that game. So they're at 4-4 through the first 8 weeks. So they're hanging around. You know, they're a win streak away from being a contender, and they're a losing streak away from being a lottery team at that point, right? Elena Walker, what's up with you? They were tapping in, right? So that's a tough schedule. That's a tough. Hey, they still a tough schedule. So after that, I don't think at any point would they beat the Eagles. All right, you know, like we hate the Eagles over here, but we're just being realistic. Cause I'm a gambler, man, right? Because you know, like HTM Sports, we do sports gamble. So if y'all want some tickets, some this, some that, then you know, tap in. I might give y'all a couple of them, you know, throughout the course of the season. But I don't think that they'll beat the Eagles at any point. I would love for them to, because you know it makes the race a little bit tighter in the NFC when these upsets happen. So you know, just asking who's better. The Eagles should win both matchups. Doesn't mean they will, but they should win both matchups. So right now, I got them with a win over the Cardinals. I got them with a win over the Bears. I got them with a win over the Falcons. And then I got them losing a couple of these games. So I got them with 3 wins so far. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got them at 3-5 right now. Got them at 3-5 through the first 8 games. Patriots, and that's a toss-up to me. Look like it's getting played in, you know, Foxborough. So I think that's an L. I think that's an L. Playing in Foxborough against that defense should be an L. I do not believe that Bill Belichick is going to let Sam Howell come into Foxborough and beat them. So they're 3-6. Seattle, I think that Seattle is a better team. That's 3-7. Giants at home, 3-8. Cowboys, 3-9. Dolphins, 3-10. Rams, 3-11. Jets, yeah, they're gonna win about 3. They're gonna win about 3 games, bro. There ain't really too many. There really ain't too many gimmies on this damn schedule. There are not too many gimmies on this schedule. Because when you just look around, man, like who are they supposed to be better than that they're actually playing against? There are not too many teams. Now, listen, I'm saying that, and then, you know, things happen. But we're just going based off of who's better, which I've been doing. They're not better than the Cowboys. They're not better than the Giants. They're not better than the Eagles. it's gonna be hard for them to even win some divisional games. You know, I'll give them the Bears. I'll give them the Cardinals. I'll give them the Falcons. I think it might be a toss-up with the Rams, but the Rams probably gonna be better. So I don't see them winning a lot of games. Don't see them winning a lot of games at all. So they say Cardinals, Bears, Falcons. Maybe the Patriots, maybe the Rams. About 5 wins, man. About 5 wins. So listen, let's take a vote. I'm just saying the better team should win. Like, we know this shit happens. Injuries happen, right? Injuries happen all the time. So, but out of the teams they're better than, you can only say that they're better than the Cardinals without Kyler Murray. Should be better than the Bears. Hopefully they're better than the Bears. Should be better than the Falcons. Possibility of being better than the Patriots. Possibility of being better than the Rams. So that's about 5 wins. All right, I'm not here to shoot smoke up anybody's ass. If they had a better schedule and a better team, I will give them more wins. Because you're gonna see, I'm not gonna be as biased when we look at the Eagles or the let's see, I have 15-2 split with the Commodores and the Sheagles. That's not bad, man. I think that we can win some games. I definitely think we'll win some games. All right, so let's go to the next team on here. Because we looked at the Giants, we're going to say the Eagles. Boom, the Eagles play. All right, so they start with New England. Despite the fact that I think this will be a tough game, I think they should beat New England because they're better. I think that Minnesota is in the middle of a rebuild. They should win. I think that Tampa Bay does not have a quarterback that is worth a damn. They should win. Washington is not that good. They should win. Rams, you know, I don't know how good they will be this year, but the Eagles should start. They should start off 5-0. So the tough games do not start until the 6th week. They play the Jets. They play Miami, they play Washington, they play Dallas, they go on a bye, Kansas City, Buffalo. They got a tough ass stretch right there. Right? So I could see them losing to the Jets in New York. Right? I can see them losing to the Jets in New York. I can see them splitting with the Cowboys. If we're going to be fair, if they're going to win a game against the Cowboys, it's going to be the one at the Lynx. Because the Philadelphia Eagles have not won a game in Dallas since 2017. So if you want to be, you know, fair, let's say like the 2 best teams in the division will split, right? Let's say they split with the Cowboys. The game that is won will be in Philadelphia because they're not going to win in Dallas. So let's see. The Bears got better. They got more and they got Claypool. You know what I mean? So they went out there and got some better personnel. So the Bears did improve. You know, they went out there and got those players. They went out there and they also got Tremaine Edmonds, linebacker. So you know the Bears got better. The Bears got better. Don't know how better because I ain't seen it yet, but you know we'll see. We will definitely see. All right, so got them beating New England, got them beating Minnesota. I got them really starting 5-0. First loss should be against the Jets, so they're 5-1. You know, might mess around, lose to Miami, 5-2. They should beat Washington, right? So that should be 6-2. This is going to be a home game against Dallas. So, you know, that should be 7-2, right? If we're going to say that they split, they're going to win the home game. So they should lose to Kansas City, right? So that moves them to what, 7-3. Probably lose to Buffalo, 7-4. Lose to the 49ers, 7-5. Fall to 7-6 against the Cowboys. Move to 8-6 there, 9-6, 10-6, 11-6. I got the Eagles going 11-6. I think there'll be a losing streak in there with a winning streak right after. So I think the Eagles finish about 11-6. You know, a very respectable record. Hey, like, I'm just being fair. I'm being fair. If they split with us, they'll go 11-6. If we sweep them, they'll go 10-7. If we sweep the Eagles, they go 10-7. If they split with us and hold down home court, then they get 11-6. So that is my prediction. And no, that's me being fair, because we usually split with this team. You know what I'm saying? So if we sweep them like we did back in 2018, they're 10-17. If we split with them for whatever reason, they're 11-16. Hey, we'll see. We'll see if Hurts can get it done. But they got a good team. So I can see the Eagles winning between 10 and 11 games. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie like they're not gonna win a single game. They should. You know what I'm saying? If they beat the team they're supposed to beat, they should win about 11 games. All right, so there it go. So how do y'all feel? All right, Elena Walker said that they're gonna beat the Jets and San Francisco. Hey, that's a tall order. We'll see. Landlord from Wakanda said 8-9. Oh my God. If they suffer a Super Bowl hangover, man, we'll see. If they come out there and play like they did last year, I can see 11 wins. Elena saying they're gonna win 13 games. Elena got them going 13 and 4. I said 11-6 is their cap, with 10-7 if they get swept by my Cowboys. So we'll see. And we already did the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I done beat there with a dead horse. I believe we'll win anywhere between 12. I think the Dallas Cowboys win anywhere between 12 and 14 games. That's how I feel about my team. Same way so we'll see. Yo, DC for Life, Texas. What's up with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my brother. I saw you try to jump on earlier, but I was in the process of jumping off of the show then. Bruce with the Toxic Juice said 10-7 with the Super Bowl hangover. Hey, listen, I said if the Dallas Cowboys sweep them, they go 10-7. Because I got one of their 11 wins being at home against us. So, I was fair. I gave them a split. Out of respect. I gave them a split to be fair and out of respect, because we usually split with them. But, if we hold our nuts this year and we sweep the Eagles, then they're a 10-win team. I think, the 49ers really, really want to beat the Eagles. I think it's a personal game. I think it's going to be very physical. I can see the 49ers beating them. Brian Kite said we're not going to split with the Eagles. Hey, that's fine. Like I said, I was just trying to be fair. I'm just trying to be fair. You know what I'm saying? We usually split with them, so I gave them a split. So, with that said, if y'all if you think we'll sweep them, we're gonna sweep them then. West Coast was already on record said that we'll go sweep these boys. So hell. And listen, to be fair, the Eagles have not beaten Dak Prescott since 2019. That was the last time that they beat Dak Prescott. They have not won a game in Dallas since 2017. So if Dak Prescott is healthy and playing in these games, then we have a very good chance of sweeping the Eagles. This is a team that Dak Prescott is 8-3 against that team. The last time he played Jalen Hurts, we won by 20. So, with all of those things factoring in and all of those things said, it's a very good possibility that we sweep them. So, like I said, I was just trying to be unbiased. Hey, that's all love. It said half your family love Dallas Cowboys. It's all good. I got some family. Listen, I hate to say it, I got some family members that's some Eagles fans. I give them a very hard time, but I got friends and family that Eagles fans. So when I be saying run them over, slap shit out of them, it's all for good fun. I don't want any of y'all getting charges or beating up on people that are probably decent. Now there are some horrible Eagles fans. There's some horrible Eagles fans that eat shit, that aren't worth a quarter. But I got some good fans. I know a couple of them that are pretty good people. Said Jets have not beat y'all. Yeah, they haven't, but they got a good team this year. They got a very good team this year. And they got a very good defense. And it's going to be a game in New York. So, beating Aaron Rodgers at home will be hard. Yeah, you got to earn the respect. And listen, every team is going to use the Philadelphia Eagles as a litmus test this year. They went to the Super Bowl. They are the reigning NFC champions. They are going to get every team's best shot. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so hard. It's going to be the same thing for the Kansas City Chiefs too. The Kansas City Chiefs went to the Super Bowl and won. The Eagles won the NFC last year and went to the Super Bowl. So the two teams that went to the Super Bowl is going to get everybody best shot. So it's going to be a litmus test. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at the Eagles. They're going to throw the kitchen sink at the Kansas City Chiefs. We feel comfortable with the Chiefs. Being the Chiefs. They've been to multiple Super Bowls. They've been to multiple AFC Championship games. They've been bouncing back, playing well. We have not seen the Eagles do that. So they're gonna have to show us that they can respond. They're gonna have to show us with a tougher schedule. That they can go out there and still win games. We ain't gonna sleep on Hennythemoor Clark. I need Hennythemoor Clark having a full offseason to actually get better, work on his craft instead of rehabbing from surgery. You're gonna see a lot of improvement there. You're gonna see a lot of improvement with Hennythemoor Clark, and he played pretty damn good. Given his limited snaps last year. So I think Hennythemoor Clark gonna be just fine. I think Hennythemoor Clark gonna go out there and play some damn good football. So I'm not concerned with Hennythemoor Clark and his development. I think Hennythemoor Clark will be just fine. And Sam Williams, he was pretty damn good too. He just needs more opportunities to rush the passer. You know what I'm saying? Like the younger guys that have shown that they can play, they just need more opportunities. Like I'm not concerned about Hennythemoor Clark, and I'm not concerned about Sam Williams. They're at the right spot in their development. We just gotta give them more opportunities, and they gotta take advantage of the extra opportunities that they get. That's where they are right now, but they'll be fine. They're gonna do good. All right, so let's look at the Dallas Cowboys, and then we'll get out of here. I know I already did this before, but let's be fair for the folks that have not seen it yet. Let's be fair. And before I jump into this, man, I'm gonna give y'all a quick update on the raffle for the one on the 31st for the Dallas Cowboy jersey. Right now, these are the current entries. Michael Lockhart has 3 entries. Marquetta has 11. OG Mickey got 16. Salute to Mickey, because Mickey has the most entries out of everybody. So salute to her. Neil got 10 entries. Donald Holmes has 9. Dwayne Brown has 8. Stephen Jones has 2. Antonio Cole has 4. Tyler Sloan, you just sent. So I need to update yours. So you got 2. Matter of fact, let me look at the 2 in here. I'm gonna input those real quick. Cause see, Tyler Sloan and Marquetta just sent. Okay, so they both have 1 extra. So Marquetta, I take that back. You have 12 entries, and Tyler Sloan, you have 2. So okay, cool. JC, you have 1. David Sorrells has 2. Sharon Bell has 1. DC for Life Texas, you have 5 entries. So salute to you. Christopher Boats got 2 entries. Salter has 2. My brother Justin Kitchen has 11 entries. Taiwan has 4. Freight Train has 4. King G has an entry. Richard Davis has an entry. Michael McQuay has 5 entries. T Smooth has an entry. And then Michael Nelson has 4 entries. So that's the current standings for the Dallas Cowboy jersey as of now. The raffle does not shut down to the 31st. So if y'all want to improve your odds of winning a Dallas Cowboy jersey, or if you just want to support, you can send $5 to $Hennythemoor to get you an entry, and then we'll actually do the drawing on the 1st. We'll end the raffle on the 31st, and then we'll do the drawing on the 1st. So salute to y'all. Salute to y'all for the love and the support. All right. So as I said, Dallas Cowboys, we should win our first 4 games without question. We should beat the New York Giants, who have not beaten Dak Prescott since 2016. We'll be playing Aaron Rodgers at home early in the season. We should beat them. It's a home game for us. Mike McCarthy is itching to get revenge, get Aaron Rodgers. We should win this game. It will be a hard game. I think it's a game we will have to win by a single possession, but that's a game that we should win, right? Cardinals, we should beat them without Kyler Murray. Patriots, we're playing them at home. We're going to beat them. Oh, he said, what did the PFL say about that? Nothing important. They say he was the weakest link on the team, despite the fact that he had the best statistical playoff game in Dallas Cowboys history, despite the fact that he, still threw more passing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts and multiple other quarterbacks last year. Despite the fact, he still completed over 66% of his passes. Stupid stuff they say. Despite the fact he's top 10 all time in completion percentage, passer rating, completion percentage, touchdown interception ratio, and also top 25 in win percentage. So disregard PFF. They were smoking crack. They were smoking crack laced with fentanyl. They were down bad. They were smoking crack laced with fentanyl, and they made a stupid article. So don't listen to PFF right now. So back to actual football talk, because PFF ain't talk about shit. The Dallas Cowboys should win their first 4 games. We're better than the Giants. We're going to catch the Jets at home early. We're better than the Cardinals. Should be better than the Patriots. Should beat. And this is going to be a tough game, but we got to get over the hump and get the 49ers eventually. Right? I'm going to say, even though it's a toss-up, we're due for a damn victory against the 49ers. We are due for one. So, even if you don't think we'll beat the 49ers, I definitely think we'll beat, the Chargers. Right? So, listen, and even if y'all don't think we'll beat the Jets, the worst will be going to the bye as 4-2. We'll beat the Giants. We'll beat the Cardinals. We'll beat the Patriots. We'll beat the Chargers. Right? Those are 4. I know for a fact we're going to win those games. I'm putting money on it. We'll win those games. The 2 toss-ups are the Jets and the 49ers. But, we could be anywhere between 4-2 and 6-0, depending on how it falls. So let's say 4-2 at the worst. We should beat the Rams, right? So that's 5-2. And we're going to say, and right now we'll say we'll split with the Eagles, right? So 5-3 after 8 games. We'll beat the Giants 6-3. We'll beat the Panthers 7-3. We'll beat Washington 8-3. Beat Seattle 9-3. Beat Philly 10-3. And let's say we split in between Buffalo and Miami, right? One of those. Let's say we're 10-4. No, let's say we're 11-4 after playing those 2 games. Right? Then 12-5. No, 12-4. So that's 13-4. So if we split with the Eagles, I say we'll go 13-4 because I think we'll beat Detroit. Because we'll be at home. And then if we happen to sweep the Eagles, then we'll go 14-3. Yeah, so if we sweep the Eagles, we'll go 14-3. Yeah. If we sweep the Eagles, we'll go 14-3. If we split with them, we'll go 13-4. That's really why I said 12-5 is the floor. Because listen, there's a possibility we beat the Jets. There's a possibility we beat the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? There's a possibility we beat both the Bills and Miami. So, There's a chance for us to have an even better record than that. That's with us. That's just with me claiming the obvious wins. I don't think that Kellen Moore offense is going to stack up well against Dan Quinn defense. That's an obvious win for us. I think we're flat out better than all the other teams. So Cowboys at the worst might be 13-4. At the worst. Now, I'm not even being biased. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even gave them a split. I gave them a split just so people wouldn't say that I'm a homer, that I do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I gave them a split. So what do y'all think about my way too early predictions? How do y'all feel about that? I don't see the Giants or the Washington, whatever they're called at this point, having winning seasons. I don't. Giants, I see them winning 8. I see them winning 8 games. Washington, I see them winning about 5 or 6. And I see them winning about 5 or 6 games. I see the Giants winning about 8. JB said 13-4. I feel that too. Right? I feel that too. We can win about 13 games, 14 games. We got a real good team. We got real good play calling. We're gonna go to a very tried and proven offensive system, and we know that Dan Quinn is a fool with their defense. So I feel real good about it. Regina Green agrees. I feel good about it. So I think the only 2 teams that have winning records in the NFC East this season are the Cowboys and the Eagles. I can see the Eagles winning anywhere between 10 and 11 games. I can see the Dallas Cowboys winning anywhere between 12 and 14 games. Really, 13 is what I'm predicting, but I'm saving room for an upset. I'm saving room for an upset. So Dallas Cowboys, I can see them winning 13 games with a possibility of winning 14 or 15. Low end 12. Listen, we won 12 games back-to-back seasons. Like, that is the floor. That is the floor for this team. 12 wins is the floor. So that's really how I feel about that. Now, of course, over the course of the season, we're going to have more in-depth looks at each individual matchup as they come along. We'll do analytical breakdowns. We're going to compare defenses, compare this, that, and the third. We're going to really do the legwork and see how the Dallas Cowboys can beat each and every team. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go in and do enough homework that we feel like if we were coaching the team, right? We're going to do enough homework that we feel if we were coaching the team, the Dallas Cowboys will win. Because we're going to find every team's weakness. We're going to talk about ways to exploit it. We're going to talk about how other teams did it. So, that's something we're going to do week in and week out, in terms of preparation for these games week in and week out. We're going to look at analytics, might do some film breakdown. We can get Landlord on the show. So, we're going to have a good time with this, man. We're going to have a real good time. ATM Captain, he said the Eagles going to be 3-14. Oh, my God. I mean, I hope they beat 3-14. I hope they be 3-14. I would be pleasantly surprised by the Eagles only winning 3 games. Yo, Justin Kitchen, what's good with you, my guy? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store, my boy. Also, I just gave the updates on raffle entries and who was leading. So, Justin, you have 11 entries right now. So you actually have the 3rd best odds of winning the next raffle. So salute to you, my brother. You got 11 entries, so salute to you. So when does the final player list come out? It's going to be after the last preseason game. It's going to be after the last preseason game. And then, you really got to wait, too, because there are going to be so many cuts because teams. Hey, no, thank you, Justin, for supporting and showing love as much as you do, my guy. I really appreciate you and everything y'all do for the channel, man. So much love to y'all. So you also got to remember, they're going to be cutting, like every team going to cut down their 40 players on one day this year. So it's going to be crazy because they're going to cut so many different players because they ain't got to cut people after each preseason week no more. They're going to wait to the end. So You really won't know till after everybody gets cut, and then every team picks the players that they want to pick up from the cuts. But there are gonna be some great players to get cut. There are gonna be some great players to get cut. So you'll know, a couple weeks before the season start. Right. We're only evaluating with the current rosters. Me too. Yeah. So listen, it's gonna change. There's some free agents right now, that are still unsigned. Dalvin Cook is talking about getting cut. So, he gonna get cut and probably sign with a team. Ezekiel has not signed with a team yet. So there's still teams that can get better. There's still teams that can get better right now. You know what I'm saying? So we won't know what the final product is, until week 1. We really won't know till week 1. Hey, it's all good, DC for Life Texas. I thank you for subscribing back. I appreciate that. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys are still looking for a kicker. I'm glad, and listen, I'm glad that they're discussing Robbie Gould. And remember, I know I did a show on this already, but just if y'all have not seen it, y'all want to know my standpoint on that. We had a good regular season kicker last year with Brett Maher, and he folded in the playoffs. Robbie Gould, if I'm not mistaken, has never missed a postseason kick. So if we are looking at somebody to bring in, I will get Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould kicks well under pressure. If I'm not mistaken, he was with the Bears and kicked in the Super Bowl. He was with the 49ers and kicked in the Super Bowl. He done kicked in plenty of NFC championship games. So, I would bring Robbie Gould in because he has shown time in and time out. He does not have the biggest leg in the world, but he is a very accurate kicker. I would take accurate and me having to get a couple more yards to be in his range over, I'm holding my breath, waiting for them to try and make a kick. I need Mr. Automatic. I need to know my field goal kicker is going to make the extra points, and if we're in his range, I need to know he's going to make it. Yeah, I would love Justin Tucker. If Justin Tucker becomes available, I take him. Hey, landlord from Wakanda said he out here to troll, man. But yeah, the sad thing about it, we know with the Ravens bringing Lamar back, signing Odell Beckham, doing this, doing that in the third, they're gonna keep Justin Tucker because they got ambitions of winning that division and making the playoffs. But the last couple of times that Lamar had been healthy, they won the division. Lamar has not been healthy, so they haven't won the division. So I expect them, to go out there and produce. So yeah, man, but it's getting close to time for the final word. So I'm gonna turn in my content creator hat and turn my supporter hat on. So I'm gonna go over there, jump in the chats, watch their content. Hey, Miss Clark, how are you? Thank you for tapping in and showing love to the liquor store. I appreciate you stopping by. But we are finna get off of here. Final word will be on in like 9 minutes. So y'all need your fix for Dallas Cowboys content. You go over there, support them boys, Boss Law, all them guys that do great work. Y'all can go over there, show their channel some love, man. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. I'll come back on here tomorrow at our usual time with the Three Amigos of Dallas Cowboys content. And we're going to rock out just like that, man. So thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the love. And remember, if you see an Eagles fan in the middle of the road, you got my permission to run that goofy ass over. But outside of that, please try to drink and drive responsibly, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. I ain't seen Matt in a while. He been on a couple other shows, but but Matt be in and out. He be in and out. But it's all love, man. But hey, thank y'all for everything. Salute to y'all. Continue to hit that like button, hit that share button. Continue to slap Eagles fans. Continue to hit that cash app. The raffle's still ongoing. So thank y'all for the love and support, and I'll get at y'all later. Peace.